What's going on there? I was trying to connect to the stream a second ago, but it didn't want to connect. So we are here on the ground at Chicago here, and we are going to be flying into Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight. It's a short flight. I wasn't planning on doing another flight tonight, but I figured I would go ahead and do another one. So let's go ahead and jump in here. Our cruising altitude tonight is going to be 240 because it's a short flight. And we're going to go ahead and get everything now set up in there. So we have the fuel truck on its way. So we'll go ahead and select how much fuel we want him to put in there. Alright. So our zero fuel weight, let's go ahead and plug that in. And our cost index. N1 limits and flaps. So it looks like our V2 is going to be 152, and our CG and our trim is going to be 15.9. So everything should be programmed in there. Like I said, we're just waiting for the fuel truck to come. Let me go ahead and set our trim wheel. So we have a nice takeoff out of Minnesota. As you can see, it's a little bit rainy, but it's all good. Alright, so our trim is set. We are good to go. And everything's programmed into the CDU. Like I said, our cruising altitude today is going to be 240. So we should be on the ground in Minnesota very quickly. We're going to be departing out of runway 22 right. And we should have a nice flight into Minnesota today. So let's see. Let's go look and see what our field elevation is for Minnesota. Field elevation is 842. So that'll work there. And then I'll put all the rest of the stuff in for the landing once we start our descent. So we have everything programmed into the radio. Also, we're going to be using the advisory channel 122.8 since we are flying on VATSIM, but there's no controllers on right now, but there might be other pilots. So we got to make sure we have the advisory channel up so that we can stay in contact with them. So like I said, we're still waiting for the fuel truck to get here. Here he is. He just arrived. So fuel truck's going to get here. He's going to give us our gas, and then we're going to get on our way to Minnesota.
Now I'm a fool while you're breaking rules. Dangerous path that I follow. Oh, go on, just do what you do. And it
Alright, so he should start filling us up now. And once he is done giving us our fuel, then we can go ahead and get our passengers boarded on here. So it's going to be using FS Passenger. And we're going to go ahead and start a flight. I'm going to come in and figure out we need to buy this aircraft. So that one, and buy current FS plane. Let's go with brand new and buy select aircraft. Alright, so we can go ahead and start our flight now. And go ahead and get all of our passengers loaded on. And the baggage. And our destination, like I said, is going to be Minneapolis.
Destination set.
And they're going to start boarding the aircraft now.
Like a shadow dark and cold to the touch.
So yeah, it's a little rainy day in Chicago here right now, but hopefully it'll clear up before we get to Minneapolis. We will see. So passengers are boarding onto the aircraft. We already have our fuel loaded, and we have everything programmed into the CDU. So as soon as the passengers are done boarding, we'll do our push and get out of here. We're going to be departing, like I said, via runway 22 right. So as you can see, as you can see, 22 right is actually right here. I know you can't see my mouse, but we're not too far to taxi to there, so should be good to go. So the fuel truck just got out of the way. I say another minute or so, the passengers will be on, and then we can go ahead and start our boarding process. So I'm looking forward to doing this flight for y'all today. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing another flight tonight, but I couldn't go to sleep, so I was like, you know what, I'll do one more flight. So let's go ahead and jump back into it. And pastor should be on here in a second, and then we can go ahead and do our push. Go ahead and set our auto throttle on, and our flight directors are on already. Make sure. Yep, flight directors on. Flight directors on the first officer side. And I forgot to turn my track IR on. I always forget to turn my track IR on. I don't know why. Alright, track IR is on, so we're good. Passengers are on the aircraft, so we're going to go ahead and request for the truck to come and push us back. So prepare position for departure. So they're going to come and do that, and we are going to be nose left. So let's go with 2. And now I'm not going to start him before. He's going to come and do his thing. I'm going to go ahead and start our starting checklist. So let's turn our APU bleed on. Start APU. APU has already been started. Toggle APU light. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's disconnect the ground power first. So actions, ground connection. Ground power is good to go now. And let's go back. Oh crap. Well, it looks like my sim might have froze for a second. 1 second. Yeah, it looked like my sim froze on me. So bear with me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and restart the sim, get everything pulled back up, and then we'll be on our way to Minneapolis. So bear with me. I hope everybody's having a good evening. I was having a fairly good evening until my sim just decided to say, you know what, I'm not flying to Minneapolis tonight. So we're getting everything booted back up, and then we'll be on our way to Minneapolis. I'm not going to make y'all sit and go through the entire prep process. I'm just going to speed through it real quick so we can get back to where we were. So bear with me. The sim is getting his life together right now. Come on, flight sim. That's the one thing I hate is the splash screen. There we go. Splash screen takes forever. Alright, so let's go back to free flight. We're going to be doing, let's see. There we go. So like I said, we're going to be departing out of KORD, and our runway, We are parked at Bravo 10, and then our aircraft we're going to be flying today is the PMDG 737-800 model this time, not the 900. And we're going to be flying the American Airlines skin. So, like I said, I'm just getting everything pulled back up before I change the display back over to the flight sim. Come on, flight sim. Thank you. All right, so yeah, American Airlines skin and our weather. Put that back to where it was. And a little bit of percent. Okay, and fly down. Okay, so everything's loading back up. I'm gonna change over to view here momentarily, and I need to pull VATSIM back up and then refile our flight plan. Even though we don't have a controller on, we have to have our flight plan filed. So let's connect. Okay. So we're waiting for the flight to get loaded up before I can connect to VATSIM. Okay, so everything is booting up. It should be in there momentarily. So as we're waiting, we're just rocking out to some music right now. I hate that it did that to me, because I should have already been on the runway taxiing out, or on the taxiway taxiing into the runway. There we go. Alright, so let's go back to the simulator view. There we go. And let's see, I gotta pull up a couple of things. There we go. So I don't know why it always starts with my edges going. Let's get this engine right here turned off. All right, so that's good. Let me pull up a couple of views that I need an overhead panel. Dock that window and let's move that to my other screen over here. And I'm not gonna go through the FS passenger portion of it, or actually I just might make them load immediately. So we can hear him get out of here. And view, instrument panel, let's go with CDU. There we go, CDU there. And throw that over here, and then my radios, and then we'll be good to go. Instrument panel, radios. All right, so I got everything back to where it needs to be. I wish my sim started back up that fast. Hey, Avocado Flight, what's going on? Welcome to the stream tonight. Like I said, I just want to do a last minute one before I head to bed. So I just got to throw a couple of things back into the radios. 111.7. No, 110. 110.7. There we go. So that's going to be for our runway that we're going to be landing into, which is going to be 30 right. And the course for that is going to be 298. So let's go ahead and hook our ground power back up. Ground connections. Alright, so the ground and the air is connected back up. And turn ground power on. Good to go there. And our course is going to be 298. Need to turn on our auto throttle here. And our flight director. I hate when the one thing, and I don't know if it's just my sim, but PMDG sometimes when I go to flip switches, it makes the hand thing go away, and that's pretty annoying because I have to change the view to get it to come back. So our altitude, like I said, we are going to be going to flight level 240. And let's go ahead and set our takeoff speed. That'll work. Okay, and get out of the way. Starflex, hey, buddy. You ain't gonna take off without me. Had to literally kill the security guard to get on. Wow. Hey, glad to have you with me. Glad to have you here. Like I said, we're just going to do a little short flight from Chicago O'Hare into Minneapolis, Minnesota. And let's turn the flight director right here on the first officer side and set the course for 298. So are you at work right now, Starflex? Okay, so we got all that programmed in. Now I just got to go and do my route. That should take me a quick second. FMC position, and we are KORD. And reference airport. There we go. Route is going to be KORD to KMSP. I know y'all are over there typing. What's going on here? Oh, I put KMRP. Rip. KMSP. Okay. And our takeoff runway is going to be 22 right. Out of here. And then our legs are going to be Mikey. So MYKIE. After Mikey, we're going to catch Money. MONNY. I know it's not spelled the same, but. And then our arrival into Minneapolis is going to be the Bloom 3. And we're going to go with 30 Bravo because our runway is going to be 30 right. And we'll catch Turtle transition point. So Bloom 3, boom, execute. And then let's go and set up our fuel. I'm not going to have the fuel truck come back out because, like I said, I'm trying to hurry up and get us going. So fuel's good. Alright, fuel's good, and our initial cruising out to, like I said, it's going to be 240, and 0 fuel weight, throw that in there, and cost index, in one limits, takeoff, flaps, got that there, good, 144, here, and our trim is 15.9. So let's go ahead and set our trim wheel up. Yeah, Sam, I can't convert time for shit. Time difference though throws me off. Oh man. So yeah, we're set up the trim now for takeoff. We need I think it was 5.7 for the trim. And then our fuel elevation for Minneapolis St. Paul was 842. So let's throw that in here. Alright, so it looks like we're good. Let me go ahead and power up APUs. I think I will do FS passengers, but I'm going to have them load right away. Okay, that, and I don't feel like doing any type of updates or anything like that. That's what it was telling me to do. But I really don't feel like doing it. Maybe I needed to, because it's not changing anything. So the past series, I loaded them immediately, so we want my trim takeoff is fully up. Really? Okay, so we got that in there. Flight plan, followed that flight plan, and now we can go ahead and we're waiting for the APU to spool up to what it needs to do, and then we can go ahead and remove ground power and start this aircraft up. There's no hot air balloon in Microsoft 2020. I feel ragged. What? How did you find that out that there's no hot air balloon? Alright, so we got our APU power, so I'm going to go ahead and I didn't have ground power. Did I have ground power connected? Yeah, I did. So let's go ahead and remove the ground power. I already removed the jetway. So let's remove the ground power menu, FS actions, ground connections. Those are removed. Let's power up that APU and turn on our anti-collision light and get the servicing crew to come and prepare us for pushback. And it's going to be American Airlines that's going to be handling us. And we want our nose to go left, nose left, tail right. And no, I'm not going to start engine before. So he's going to come and push us back, and then we're going to go ahead and run through our procedure. So APU bleed is on, APU started up, APU lights have been hit. Toggle 1 and 2 bleeds are off, and left and right packs are off. Turn on anti-collision light did that. Fuel cutoff switches, those are off. So those are off. And then let's see. Turn engine 1 fuel cutoff switch on, and that reminds me, let me turn aft overhead panel. Let's turn on the dome light because it will get dark here in a second. Alright, so we got a lot further than we did a second ago, or earlier. Oh, gotta set my takeoff flaps. So our takeoff flaps. And let's tune in advisory channel 122.8. Alright. So he should be removing the bypass pin, release parking brake. Alright, parking brake should be released. And they're commencing to push now, so we can go ahead and start our engines. So let's continue on left pack. Fuel cutoff on, engine bleed on, and start engine 1. So engine 1 is going to start firing up, and we have some rain, so I'm going to turn on my windshield wipers. As you can see, engine 1 is spooling up. Oh, I guess the rain passed us, so I can go ahead and turn that off. It was raining earlier, Starflex. When I first got in here, it was raining. Alright, we got one good engine start. Let's turn our left pack to auto and turn that generator switch on. And let's turn engine 2 bleed on and start engine 2. No, I'm not doing any go arounds today. Not doing any. But I did when I flew from Baltimore, Washington, into Chicago O'Hare earlier. The daggone I don't know why, but the daggone approach turned off on me. And I'm flying along. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a beautiful landing. And then I'm like, wait a minute, why aren't we connected to the, or why is the approach not connected? And I was pissed when I watched the video back to find out that it had shut off on its own. Alright, so engine 2, I think, okay. So engine 2 is spooling up. It should stabilize here in a second. Alright, stabilize. Right pack to auto. Turn our turn our APU bleed off and hit our generator switch. And we are good to commence. So he's going to come and connect the pin back up. And then we're going to go ahead and taxi. So are you, let's see, that vape smoke looked damn fine with the green screen. It tries to condense the smoke without one shade. Yeah, it does. So as you can see, the truck's getting out of our way. And hopefully we have a good flight in Minneapolis tonight. Gonna be breaking through some clouds. So are you at work right now? Who was it who said they had to fight to get their cell phone? Starflex? Are you at work right now? I normally run the truck over. It takes too long for it to get out of the way. Yeah, like right now he's waving at me. Hey, you're good to go, but you're standing there. Alright, now he's getting out of our way, so we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Let's turn our transponder on. Transponder is on, so let's go ahead and commence our taxi. Hit our taxi lights. And away we go. Like I said, we were flying the American Airlines scheme today, and we're flying the 800 model in Minneapolis, not the 900 model. Yeah, I really didn't feel like doing a long one. Plus, you know, I'm trying to get away from, like, if my wife had a long day at work or whatever, I don't want to be on the computer flying when she is here. I like to spend time with her because sometimes our schedules don't line up. So when she's off, I'm at work, and when I'm off, she's at work. But I think I lined up when my, it says 900 in title. I think is a big fraud. Does it say not? No, it doesn't. It says 800. Or does it say 900 in the title of my stream? Okay, I fixed it. Thanks for pointing that out to me. Like I said, we're going to be connecting the 22 right. Big moth just landed on my monitor, so I struck the monitor with idiot. Why would you do that? I can't lie. I've done that before. I've had driving my car. I've had something fly into my car, and it would get near the windshield, and I smacked the windshield with my ring finger and put a little crack in my windshield. I was utterly pissed, and I wanted to kill whatever that was that flew in my car. I can't remember what the heck it was. Okay. Now I know you're lying. You didn't throw the monitor on the ground. Monitors cost too much these days. I very rarely buy anything from eBay. Usually I buy all my stuff from Amazon. Alright, so let me just look at something real quick. I'm not taxiing all the way over there. Outside. Alright, so believe everything is good to go. Let's turn on L down and V down. Okay, so L down is not going to connect right away, so I'm going to have to manually fly it to its first point. So let's go ahead and head out here. Make sure flight director is on for, yep, flight director is on here. Flight director is on here. make sure I'm somewhat centered. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of here. No 80 knot crosswinds. Nope, not going around. Gear up. No, the tail didn't hit the ground at all. Go ahead and bring up our flaps. I don't know why my VNAV won't connect, but it's all good. Five pretzels. Well, you can blame that on the stewardess for being cheap. Seems like we got some few left to the bathrooms. The Mile High Club, huh? Really sucks that for some reason my VNAV doesn't want to kick on, but it's all good. So we passed 10,000 feet, so let's go ahead and kick this speed up. Oh, come on, stop that. Stop that. There it goes. And let's turn off our takeoff lights. Captain Jimmy's in the bathroom and won't get it out. Please don't lock the bathroom. Kick the door in. This is one of those times that ever since I learned how to do VNav, I love doing VNav, but this is one time when it didn't want to kick in. And I'm kind of upset about that. Oh, do you? TOD in page 1 of your FMC?
You said the same thing I told ya. My eyes are clear, no secret. I wanna know what's serious.
Yep, VNav is not going to work for us for this flight, so I really don't have any clue why. It's kind of pissing me off, but oh well.
With the weight of the world on my shoulders.
Reaching transition altitude, Captain.
Isn't this right? It's not a game that I am playing.
It's been working for me the past couple of flights, but today for some reason didn't want to.
Feeling I know what's right. Find the best way I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something.
Alright, so while it's cruising out to, let's go ahead and set everything up for landing. Field elevation is, I think it was 840. Let me look. 842. 842 for field elevation, and then runway length. So we're going in at 30 right. So let's look and see what the runway length is. For 30 right is 8,200 feet. All right, so all that's armed in there. So we should be set up. We should set up. Yeah, we should be set up for Autoland. Hopefully, we'll see. The way everything else has been going on this flight, I doubt it. So how is y'all's night going? Night, day, wherever you're at? Okay. Yeah, I was upstairs. I ate a little bit, and then I watched TV with the family. And then, like I said, I couldn't go to sleep, so I was like, hey, I think I'll go on a short flight. Are you still with us, Avocado Flight? Oh, what's wrong with the VATSIM sound? What's it doing? Probably those pesting drones. Yeah, probably. They're not reading the regulations and flying drones around the airports. I never heard of a voice meter banana. What's voice meter banana? And I told you it's raining down there still, around there. It just wasn't raining at ORD when I was there. Voice meter banana. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out once we get on the ground in Minneapolis. So yeah, I'm really disappointed how this flight has gone today. First, the sim crashed on me, so I had to restart everything, and then the VNAV doesn't want to kick in, so it's just frustrating. So for those who are just joining us, we just took off out of Chicago here, and we're heading into Minneapolis, St. Paul. Just wanted to do a little short flight before I hit the bed. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on streaming tomorrow because I probably won't get off work till about 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, I have track IR. So yeah, I don't get off work till 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so not sure if I'm going to be flying tomorrow. But we're flying the PMDG 737 800 model American Airlines skin into Minneapolis, St. Paul. Yeah, track IR is pretty good. I've been using it for a few years now. Before I got track IR, I actually used a free program. It was called Free Track. But you had to modify a webcam to take the infrared filter out of it, and you had to put IR lights, battery-powered IR lights on a hat in order to look around to get the feature. So I mean, it did the job, but I didn't want to have to wear a battery pack on the back of my head every time I went to go fly. And I don't know who repainted this, who did this American Airlines scheme, but I don't think they did a good job, because on the winglet there you can see a little bit of blue and yellow for United. So they didn't do a really good job painting that one. Oh, when you accidentally bump the trim wheel and it removes the autopilot. Yep, that sucks. That sucks. I think I've had that happen to me on a couple of flights, if I remember correctly.
And you know how to forget all the roads and every reason why we
Nah.
just always had here.
Yep, did a horrible job on this repaint. I went to VATSIM to download this texture, and I'm just looking at it. It just looks like crap. Like the American flag on the back doesn't look that great. The you can see the blue on the winglets. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to get a new one. So yeah, I don't like that paint job they did on this texture. It looks like they took a low quality pixelated picture of the American flag to texture it in. And it just doesn't look right. I mean, that's bad for FS6 standards. Imagine X-Men 11 standards. Yeah, that's this is garbage. Like when I installed it, I went like when I first brought the aircraft out to go and fly it, I looked at the tail. I was like, what the heck is going on with that? It just looks like trash. So until I get another texture for that, I probably won't be flying the 800 model. I'll probably stick to my 900. Plus my 900 does me better than the 800, does me well. The 800, for the first flight with the 800, it hasn't really impressed me with all the issues that I've had. I mean, look at that. They clearly tried to paint over the American Airlines skin. They just put an extra row in there and like, yeah, this is a 900. We extended it by 2 inches. So as you can see, we got about 213 miles till we get to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Let's pray that everything works fine today. But with the track record that I've been having with this 800 today, I'll be a bit surprised if it doesn't. Yeah, because they grounded them, 4 months ago for an issue? Because there was like, a couple of them that crashed? So, yeah, they might just want to go ahead and scrap the 800. The Max 8. I kind of wonder. I'm gonna try something. Nope. Didn't work. I was thinking if I turned the flight director off on the first officer side that the VNAV may work at that point. But yeah, it's not working. So I'm gonna have to manually change my altitudes and fly on the LNAV only. And let's see what our landing altitude is. That's probably why I'm gonna have to fight this thing. So I'm gonna have to go down to 4,000. Oh, got some turbulence at 15,000 and everyone in the cabin is crying their ass off at this point. This is a minor turbulence. No turbulence. None here anyway. Maybe when we break through those clouds there might be. Oh man, it's 1:25 in the morning. Oh, that's crazy. Kick that door in and tell them to get out the bathroom. I guarantee when we break through these clouds, we're gonna have rain. Broken landing door. Who? You saying on my plane? Or are you talking about your plane? You know, on my plane, I'm not going to have any broken parts. I'm not going to have any broken parts on this landing whatsoever. It's going to be hopefully a nice landing into Minneapolis. So we're 193 nautical miles out, cruising at flight level 240 into Minneapolis. And we're flying the PMDG 737-800 model with a crappy American Airlines paint scheme. I'm gonna have to get a new one. I picked this one up from VATSIM, and I do not like it. I called Jimmy and he got out. Oh, he was in there for the entire flight, right? So far. So yeah, definitely gonna have to pick up another American Airlines scan if I plan on flying the 800 anymore. But I fell in love with the 900. Cologne 1948. Hello, sir. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. So we are cruising along here en route to Minneapolis, St. Paul. And we are going to be starting our descent here momentarily. My English is not the best, but I will try my best. No worries, I'm fine, and you? I'm doing good. Like I said, we're just doing this short flight. I wanted to do a short flight before I went to bed. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to be flying tomorrow. I have to work. So we need to be down to 11,000 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and start bringing her down there. Oh my gosh, this is going to mess with me. Still don't work. Anybody else have this problem with the PMDG when you're trying to make adjustments to the knobs and then it keeps bringing up the menus? Do you only fly the Boeing family or the Airbus too? I haven't really dove into the Airbus. I wouldn't mind it if I could find a good one. Oh, and I appreciate the follow there, Cologne 1948. Sorry, I was dealing with the aircraft, so I didn't even hear the notification. But yeah, I haven't dove into the Airbus family yet. Just been flying the Boeings. Really? Alright. Sorry, this thing is pissing me off that I have to, let's see, PMDG just announced that they won't be making Boeing 737s and F-11 due to not able to make any profit, and their main reason is we have to prepare for 2020. Microsoft Flight 2020. So they're not going to be making any, or they're not going to make the 737 for X-Plane 11. That sucks. And you're talking about the Max, right? Okay, yeah. I saw one guy, he tried to, what was it? I saw a video on YouTube where he was flying a 737-800 Max. I think he tried to say it was PMDG, but PMDG hadn't even released it yet, so he was looking like an idiot. I kind of knew it was going to happen when the devs saw how much profit could be made in Microsoft 2020. Yeah, but I'm really curious what features 2020 is going to have. When Microsoft Flight 2020 is out, I will stay on PDD because I have so many add-ons and add-ons. Yeah, add-ons are expensive. I just purchased P3D, and I haven't even added any add-ons to it yet. Because one, I don't know what add-ons I want to add. But are there any Cologne 1948? Are there any add-ons that make P3D look a little more realistic as opposed to cartoony? I don't know. I felt like P3D looked a little cartoony when I first installed it. Pakistan Orbit will be non-existent. Ooh. So I hope Microsoft steps their game up to make it look more realistic, so Orbix won't have to step in. Orbix or Active Sky. Oh, that's a garbage paint job. I hate looking at that. You know, Starflex and Avocado Flight, y'all have been on, seen a couple of my streams, and you know I like to show the outside of the aircraft, but because of how ugly this paint job looks, whoever painted the skin, I hate showing the outside of it. It's like, ugh. Orbix is great, and Active Sky 2 with this 2 add-ons, it is a lot better. Huh, okay. So yeah, I'll probably play around with my P3D a little bit. That sounded nasty. I'm gonna play around with Prepare 3D a little bit more to see if I can get it looking good. Alright, so we're about halfway there. Looks like we got 186 nautical miles left. You want to take that bet, Starflex? I bet you it's going to be raining when I break through these clouds. So we're currently descending into Minneapolis, St. Paul in the PMDG 737-800. No, why would you clip it? That thing is ugh. I don't know. I do not like whoever did this paint job. I do not like it. I am from California. Well, that's where I live right now. I'm originally from the East Coast of the United States, New York. What did you clip? I don't even know what you clipped. Let me look. Yeah, it's a great place. It has its goods and its bads, but it's probably just like any other country with their goods and bads. What did you clip? I don't even know if I can look at this. What is this? So yeah, I'll probably play around with my P3D a little bit. That sounded nasty. You clip that. Oh man. Not nice, Starflex, not nice at all. Oh God. So where are you from, Cologne, 1948? Okay. Let's see if I remember any German from high school. Guten Tag. Guten Tag, ja. Hey, you know, the only thing I remember from high school for my German class is how to count and how to sing Happy Birthday. That's the only thing I remember. Well, I took it for 1 year in high school. But yeah, that's the only thing I remember is how to count, how to sing Happy Birthday, and how to ask for a bathroom and a calculator. That's all I remember. So if I went over there and all I had to do was ask for a bathroom, I'll be good. I'll just be running around. Hast du ein Toilette bitte? Oh. Thank you. But yeah, I haven't spoken German since I was in high school. No, I'll take that back. I went to Germany once, and I was able to hold a little conversation with somebody. I think I was in the store trying to buy something, and I was able to hold a little conversation, but I could not repeat that conversation right now because that was probably 17, 18 years ago. How to ask for a bathroom? Yeah, you can buy the Portaloo. Oh, you got a lot of turbulence? Oh my gosh. This thing is really giving me a fit today. So what part of Germany? I've been to Frankfurt. I've been over to Rhein-Main. Spain. No, I haven't been to Spain Gollum. I've been to, I think Simbach is an area over there. I can't remember. But yeah, those are the only places I've been to in Germany. Cologne. Okay, never been to Cologne. Actually, I think I've heard of Cologne. I've never been there. So as you can see, I'm having to manually change my altitudes and everything because VNav is not working for me. But nice that you know Germany. Many guys from the U.S. don't even know German. Yeah, they teach it in our school system here. They teach German, French, Spanish. I think that's it. German, French, or Spanish. And originally I wanted a Spanish class when I was in high school, many years ago. But it was full, so I had to take German. But I find it to be a very hard language, to be honest with you. Oh my God, I love this stuff. We better power it up then. But you know, they say English is the hardest language too, because we have so many words that can mean so many different things. You're at landing speed and you're still about to stall. That's crazy. So for those who are just now joining this stream, we departed out of Chicago here, and we're proceeding to Minneapolis, St. Paul in the PMDG 737-800. And this aircraft has been giving me a headache ever since we took off. The VNav won't engage. I'm having to manually change the altitudes, the flight levels, and the speed, which I hate doing once I learn how to do VNav. And I have a crappy paint scheme that's on here as well, and I don't like it. When I downloaded it from VATSIM, it looked alright, but once I got it on the plane and have it in my sim, I don't like it. And if you look at the winglet over there, you can see where whoever painted it didn't do a good job, because you can see the United Airlines blue, yellow, and white underneath it. For me, it's hard to write English and to understand guys from like California, because they don't speak normal English. They have like a slang. Well, there's slang everywhere. There's slang all over the United States. Like, I don't have the West Coast California slang because I'm not from here. I'm manual control. I hate it. I'm not from California. Like I said, I'm from the East Coast of the United States. But yeah, I know about the slang that you're talking about that they have over here in California. Too much turbulence for autopilot. You have your yaw damper on? So I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Like I said, we're descending into Minneapolis, St. Paul. Just wanted to do a little short flight for y'all before I head to bed, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to fly anymore this week, because I have work and I don't get off till 11 o'clock at night. Down and stabilized, set. But yeah, so we're flying into Minneapolis in a 737-800. Got some built clouds, some overcast or whatever here. And hopefully we'll have a smooth landing. Our runway for landing today is going to be runway 30 right. And we're going to try ILS landing to see if we can get this thing to auto land. Our biggest dream is to be in New York when it's Christmas. I was there in 2017. I was there for Christmas. It's very cold and very crowded, but there's lights everywhere. We were down in by Times Square, and because I have family that lives in Brooklyn, New York, so we were down in Times Square hanging out there and freezing our tail off. But there was no snow on the ground. It was just cold. Ooh, it would take you about driving. It would take you maybe 3 days to drive from California to New York. Flying, about 5 hours, 5.5 hours, maybe. Yeah, 3 days driving, and I think that might be because the furthest I've driven from California was to Texas, and that I left here on a Wednesday morning, early Wednesday morning, and I didn't get to Texas until 6 o'clock in the morning Friday morning. But I stopped once to rest, and the rest of the time I was driving. Driving and taking breaks, bathroom breaks and everything, because I was driving with the family. So maybe 3 days, I would think. 3, maybe 4 days. It's crazy when I want to fly to Spain or something like it's only 2 hours in another country and we fly 5 hours in the same country. Yeah. The United States is big. The United States is huge. Snack breaks. Bill on long road trip. Yeah, snack breaks are vital on long road trips. And then when you're traveling with the family, you always have to stop for the random pee breaks. Oh, I gotta pee. We just stopped like 5 minutes ago. I gotta pee again. Oh my god. But yeah, I absolutely loved it when I was over there in Germany. I really love the Autobahn. That's what I love. The fact that you have certain segments where there's no speed limit and you can go as fast as you want. They're all right. They're not that bad. Get to see the scenery and talk to the people that are in the car with you, or if you're in the car by yourself, talk to yourself. I won't judge you. Maximum flight time from anywhere in New Zealand is 2.5 or 2 hours 20 minutes. You will not find longer flight than 2 hours. So you was in Frankfurt. Yeah, I went to Frankfurt twice. Yeah, I've been there twice. Yeah, you were saying that the other day. Starflex is only like 2 hours to anywhere in New Zealand. Frankfurt was nice. I don't really remember too much about it because it was many years ago that I went. But from what I remember, it was really nice. Anyone spoke English? A couple of people spoke English. I mean, some people had broken English. Some people spoke fairly decent English, but it was enough to communicate and get around. You have to come to Cologne. It's the most beautiful city in Germany with Hamburg. I'm gonna have to check that out. I know my wife, she wants to take a trip over to Europe here in the near future, and I'm trying to convince her to go to Germany, but she wants to go to Paris, as everybody does. They want to go to Paris, the city of love, and the Eiffel Tower, and all that stuff. But I really wouldn't mind going to Germany again. Yep, screw that. Not doing it. Do you know the... No, I don't. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So no, I know I don't know it. Alright, so we're breaking through these clouds again. Yeah, that's a bit steep. So we're about 11 nautical miles for blah blah blah. I can't talk. We're about 11 nautical miles from the Bloom VOR. We're going to be making a right-hand turn. Okay, I'm gonna have to check that out when I get a chance. Still, that's steep. So let's look at everything, make sure we got everything programmed in. We have our runway 30 right programmed in, 110.70, and let's check and make sure it's loaded in down here, because yeah, 842. Yep, so 842, and a runway length, elevation 8200. So we are good. I just wanted to make sure all those were programmed in there, because we had a flight the other day where I programmed everything in, and then went to go land, and right before we landed I just happened to look and nothing was programmed in. I was like, what the heck? That's like, should I get a first class ticket to New York or buy a brand new car? I'd buy a brand new car. I was there to what? Yeah, you were there. You were there. I was struggling that night. I think that was the night that we had C-Dates, the 737-800 pilot. That was the night we had him on there, and he was walking me through how to do the descents and make sure our arm autopilot A and B. He was a really awesome dude. So we got about 42 nautical miles to go. Should be on the ground here shortly. Hopefully it's a beautiful landing into Minneapolis, Minnesota. All my passengers issued a refund reason. Pilot calling passengers piggies. Stop calling them piggies. Why would you do that? That's just not nice. So let's look at our route, make sure we're not going to have any ooh, that looks kind of ugly. So what's that? That's ugly. When they complain about the smallest amount of turbulence, you have no other choice. Eh. When I get closer over here, I'm gonna figure out. I might take out turtles and just catch it somewhere else, because that seems kind of ridiculous to have to fly and then hook back to catch the runway. If you vape into a jar, does the vape smoke stay? I don't know. I never tried it. Never tried it. Yeah, I've never vaped into a jar, so I don't know if the smoke will stay or not. You know what? Let me just go to the first officer side, because this is pissing me off. I'm trying to change the freaking altitude, and the thing is acting retarded. There we go. Stop. Oh man, Starflex, this plane has been giving me a headache all day. So I think I might just be able to hook it at Soggy. Yeah. So let's see if I could just hook it at Soggy, because if I could just hook it, we'll be on the ground sooner than expected. Yeah, I'm just gonna take out turtles and just go to Soggy. So like I said, we got rain. Briefly. There was rain there. Bruh, there was rain. There was rain. I'm not blind. Clear sky, my butt. Look at that rain. You don't see that rain everywhere? Telling me it's rain. Telling me clear sky. We were. Oh my gosh. We're gonna fight Starflex. If that's clear sky, then I would hate to see what cloudy looks like. Okay. Do you already have your ticket booked? Do you know what kind of aircraft you're going to be flying on? Alright, so we should be turning final at A320. Nice. Alright, so we should be turning final to the runway. I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up to intercept. Go ahead and bring down our flaps. And bring our landing gear down. And then once we get on to localize our arm approach and so let's see if this works at least. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and arm approach. Hopefully. And let's see if we have a good landing in Minneapolis. So we are connected to the glide slope and we are turning to connect to the localizer. Oh my gosh, I hate trying to get this thing centered up. There we go. Hard to fly the 737. It takes some getting used to. I'll tell you that much. Because I flew other aircraft and on the sim, and I thought I was a pro. I was like, oh man, I can fly a 737, no problem. But once I got in here and I saw how in depth it was with getting everything started, mind you, like I said earlier in the stream, I haven't flown the PMDG 737 in a while, long while. Like back. The last time I flew was back when I had the box edition of FSX, and I brought it out. Sorry, I was just typing in advisory. So I bought it, and I was like, okay, I got this. Set up my stream, went to go and do my stream, and did not could not figure out how to start the damn aircraft. I was like, what the heck? Alright, so we're looking good. Pappy is white over red. So it was for me too with 80-20 for the first time. Yeah. Like I thought for sure, I was like, oh, this is about to be a beautiful stream. I'm about to go in here, do an LNAV, VNAV, toga takeoff, everything. Negative 250, I don't know, we'll see. And then I spent 20 minutes, not 20 minutes, I say probably about 5 minutes or so, trying to figure out how to start it. We're not going around. I want to see that instant replay. Who wants to see their instant replay of that? Cause that felt like it was amazing. Let's go see what the instant replay of that looked like, y'all. Why are you saying boo? Oh, we're not going to be able to see? Is the building in the way? I'm going to have to do it again. I couldn't see it because there was a building in the way. Let's look at that one more time. Let's go to 90. I hate how it shakes like that when you do spot plane. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. All right, let's go ahead and taxi to the gate and get all these passengers off. See, every single one of these gates say Delta. Like, if I look at every single one of them, they're all going to say Delta. So it doesn't matter which gate I go to, they're all going to say Delta. And the next error will be water lines instead of drugs. Let me let this car go by, because if he smashes into me with passengers on board, it's going to cause me to get a crash, and I will be pissed. Go by. Go ahead. Alright, we are at the gate. Go ahead and shut these engines down. Bring up our flaps. I should have did that when we were on the taxiway, but I know when you do the instant replay, it'll show that the flaps are up. So let's go ahead and shut down the engines. And I'm going to bring out the ground cart. Ground power is available now, and let's request for everything to come and deboard. Halt jet ray, confirm that. Parker brake is set. They're going to come over and start the boarding. Let me open up the doors for them. Cargo doors, this one and this one. And let's open up the main door. There we go. And turn off that squawking thing. Windshield wipers, we don't need those anymore. And we can go ahead and shut our packs off. And our bleeds, shut those off because we don't need those right now. Everything is good. So thanks, Cologne 1948. I really appreciate it. So we're going to let them go ahead and download the baggage and the passengers off the aircraft. I want to say thank y'all for hanging out with me. Want to say thank you to Starflex, Avocado Flight, who pop in here, and my newest follower, Cologne 1948. Really appreciate it there, kind sir. He's joined us from Germany. So I do not have an Instagram. I need to set one up specifically for my flight sim. But when I do,
Welcome Welcome to the lab.
Jack Scholl, really appreciate it, sir. Thanks for the follow. And yeah, so I don't have an Instagram yet. I will get one set up here in the near future, and when I do, I'll post it in my infos, the infos portion of my stream page. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I gotta get into bed. I have work in the morning, but I want to say thank y'all for hanging out, and y'all have a good one. See ya.